I have a question that I think Ash will actually want to really jump in on.
I'm scared.
What is something you would change about dragons in Dungeons and Dragons?
We all know I love dragons. That's a huge thing about me. I Dungeons and Dragons. I feel like you can tweak it any way. So pretty much any, like me personally, I am a slut for dragon riding. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I would change anything necessarily. Dragon lore is always really interesting no matter what kind of thing. I just really enjoy dragon lore. So, like, I don't really mind.
Well, I think there's just an overall of make it scarier because dragons are really fun in D&D, but they definitely aren't as scary to fight against as other creatures could be. So I guess that would be one thing, just like changing stats, changing abilities. But one thing I really would like to change is add in ancient dragon magic.
Yes, I miss it.
That they can just do. Like, not necessarily legendary actions, but just like, okay, this type creature is so old that they can like change reality. They know certain bits of information that they know how to combat or like even like take over mental abilities of a character by just looking at them. I mean, it's really cool because dragons are supposed to be these like grand creatures that have always been in the planet, like that your players have like grown up as, like this is the thing that no one's ever really seen, but it's greatly feared and no one knows very much about it. And so adding in that hidden magic, or maybe there's something like to do with like how dragons are reborn, like I think we need to add in more specialty stuff so it's not just another white dragon or another red dragon.
Yeah, I will say in a lot of the games I run, I actually make dragons immortal, kind of like phoenixes.
Same.
Where dragon eggs are actually from the dead bodies of dragons.
I love that.
But from like the mechanics standpoint, first of all, I think dragons of every age should have legendary actions.
Same.
Legendary actions, like once we're getting into the new like mechanic sides of stuff with 5th edition, I think legendary actions was one of the best design choices they made. But they're so scared of giving low CR monsters legendary actions. I'm like, bosses for low level characters matter. Like, let's have even a wormling dragon has legendary actions. Even the baby makes dragons scarier.
Yeah, and it means that something what I really wanted from dragons is something special that only dragons can do.
Yeah. Then
that's what it needs.
And if you go, no matter how old they are, they're legendary, would kind of do that. Like they're always legendary.
Exactly.
The other thing, and this is one that personally bugs me, in D&D, by the rules, your metallic dragons are all good. And they can all, once they're old enough, shape change into looking like people. The chromatic...
I mean, that's very sexy, but...
But the chromatic, color-coded dragons are all evil. They're your villains, and they don't get to shape change into looking like people.
See, that's the one thing I always change in my games.
I think all dragons should get the shape change.
Same, that's what I always do.
A villain to turn out to be a dragon.
Not
the shopkeep who helped me turned out to be even more powerful and helped me. No, I want the guy who you go, yeah, but he's like a bandit king. Like, how tough can he be? Oh, you're actually just like a young dragon who's still really cocky. And now that the bandits are down, you're like, well, you're definitely not taking my horde. Wait, why'd you call it a horde? Wings turn into a dragon. Oh, we've made a mistake. And it also fixes the like classic problem of like, why are all these dragons in dungeons?
Exactly.
The good ones make more sense to be in the dungeons than the bad ones. In fact, if anything, I would be like, good dragons don't shape change because they're too honest. Like, do something like that. If you're going to have only one of them, make the evil ones do this. It's perfect villain behavior.
I also like it where you don't just make one evil, one good. You can have outliers.
Oh, I fully agree.
And one thing I did that I didn't even know, I thought all dragons had it. And that just shows how much homebrew I do on a regular basis.